1/12/2010, the ground shook, like stuff you only read in a horror book. Who knew one quake could take the lives of so many? 200,000 and still counting. Counting bodies, counting tears, counting years to rebuild what was taken in one day. And it's days like today that I wish I could get behind a global microphone, targeted at Haiti and say, I don't know what you're feeling. And I can't imagine. One moment, life is perfect, and the next you're surrounded by collapsed buildings, loved ones buried deeper than the knife that was suddenly stabbed into your heart, mind racing, hands shaking, begging like you got it all together until you open your eyes and realize that you aren't dreaming. Tears streaming down your face as you race down the street, throwing dime after dime in the air, trying to pay God to rewind time so that you can spend another moment with those that you love. And I don't have the answer. I don't have the cure, but I know that you weren't built strong enough to endure this on your own. Let's cry together. And intertwined, let our arms form the gates to make an ocean of tears, and then, when they become too much for us to hold on to, let's let go. And let them wash away the pain and sorrow of yesterday so that we can embrace tomorrow. Hold my hand. And let the pressure of my grasp make it possible for you to last another day. Let it take away the burden that you carry when you're forced to bury your mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, nephew, or child. Know that my love will still be there. Stare into my eyes and find hope. See your reflection in my every glance and take a chance with me to believe that even after the quake, God's grace is always there to help you make it through. Take a different view and trust. And if you must break, do so on my shoulder. When everything around you shatters, and right now you don't know how to understand how life even matters, hold on to me. Lean, fall, collapse, and let it all go. You know, I really wish that I had that global microphone so that I could tell them. But I don't. And I'm here in Twin Falls, Idaho with you, and I pray that during this time, we as a people can be unbreakable, unshakable, like the victims of the Haiti earthquake, making life out of death. That day, the earth got angry at our closed-mindedness, and the ground started to shake, sacrificing the lives of the innocent to bring our world together. After years of compare and contrast, at last, we are forced to realize that people of a third world country are no different than those of a first. We, as a people, must thirst for oneness with each other. My brothers and sisters, I pray for the day when people realize that the connection of our souls is stronger than the rules of segregation of social class. We will make our way fast to a world of unity and strength only by loving others as ourselves. The earth swallowed over 11% of Haiti's population, and it isn't fair. If there ever was a time to care, now is it. We are all one. Like that cliche phrase, birds of a feather, we must flock together. When earthquakes hit, let it not break us. Let it make us into a stronger breed. A new generation of a population of people. Not Americans, Mexicans, Russians, Bosnians, or Haitians. We are people. Stand up for justice. Stand up for love. Cry out. When one of us hurts, we all hurt. Our feet may not dance in the same rhythm and beat, but our souls all meet the same God. When we die and find or whatever follows death, we take a step into an alternate existence. Not of Mormons, Christians, Buddhists, or atheists, but souls entwined as one. So let's run towards our goal. Don't just sit there and say, someday I'll make a difference. Someday I'll take a chance. Someday my life will count for something. You see, the time for your legacy is always right now.
Something else that I was thinking of while I ate my dinner, I think sometime around the middle of March, they have around the country in some places, some grade schools or junior highs do what's called World Water Walk Day. where they walk. I don't even know what it is. 2 miles, 1.2 miles. They walk a certain distance, and which is the average distance someone has to walk to get their water for a day. And usually they send young children to do it before breakfast even. And you go, hey, you go this, and it's not just like, oh, go a few blocks down. It's hey, abandon your family. Even the walk is sort of treacherous. But they do this World Water Walk Day, and I heard about it a long time ago on the radio. And water is something that's very, very curious to me because of how much there is of it, and how much there isn't of it, and how much it means to us, and how much it does for us, how essential it is. But in the textbook, I believe it was the section on China specifically, where they had a cup of water filled with, it wasn't clean water. It was terrible. And so it's something that I think about, a lot. I can't say every time I have a drink of water, but it's something that I think about a lot. And it's something I think about in context of if you look at that cup of water, and the cup of water that's in our textbook that has all this garbage in it, and if you look sometimes at the muddy, dirty water people put in those totes or those 5-gallon cans or what they collect their water in, the water in your toilet before you use it is cleaner. And I wonder how many people would look next time you go to the bathroom. And I think about this a lot. I don't know. I'm sure I can't be the only one, but when you go to the bathroom, look at how clean that water is before you use it. And there are millions of people around the world that would just cry that you would do such a horrible thing in perfectly clean water. And so that's one of the things I think about in context of water. It's so important. I know at the meal they had fruit punch, and it was more of a fundraiser than it was an experience in ethnic diversity, I guess, or personal enlightenment. It was sort of a fundraiser. Tonight was really good because they had so many groups represented. Some represented better than others. But water is an issue that I think about a lot in context of geography and geology and biology and environmental science. And it's something that just interests me to no end, and to think that we take advantage of this beautiful, beautiful clean water and we literally just crap in it. There you go. All right. And I always wonder, it's horrible to think that we live in just this great, big, rich country and we can do that to our water. But I wonder how many people would just cry, just break down and cry when they see what we do to just perfectly clean water. Well, I am just sitting here finishing editing this video of the International Festival, and it wasn't like an assignment. It was really cool. I mean, I was glad I went. There was never a time when I'm sitting there stuffing my face with exotic food or watching people of different locations and cultures perform their skills at an incredible level. It was very interesting and very fun. This is work, putting all this together. But it was really neat. I wanted to end with this poem. As soon as I saw this girl do this poem, I really liked it. She's a great performer and a good writer. But what I liked about it most was it sort of ties together all these ideas, because at the beginning of this class we're told, hey, this isn't about where things are located on a map. It's not about all the different cultures. It's not about the economies and the food. It's about everything, and that's sort of a theme of this poem that she reads. Is it's not about any one thing or any one people. It's just about who we are, and we're all humans, and we have our differences, but it's amazing how similar those differences are when it comes to the singing and dancing and performing, and we don't have to ever know each other to enjoy those things. And so I ended with this. I just thought it was very interesting how it was put together, and I really enjoyed it.